Hello everybody, this is Fadi again, and in this tutorial we will learn and continue with this small house. And as you remember, in the previous video we have created this small house with the walls and interior walls and furniture, and also we have learned how to maybe visualize this plan. So if I am in course, it will be like that, and if I turn to fine, it will turn to more details in the let's say the walls and other details that we have in our project. So in this tutorial we will learn how to add the stairs. If you remember these stairs, and also in this tutorial we will learn how to create the bed and the building bed, or the streets, roads, and also the topography around our project. But before we getting started, I would like to ask you to subscribe and like the videos in this channel. This will help me in continue in these kinds of videos. So without further additions, let's dive in Revit and see how to continue with this small project. So as you see here, I have two stairs maybe in the entrance, as I am having two levels with 0 at the level of the home and minus 13. If I go to the elevation, maybe the north, you can see that I have ground floor and the outside level. So we have in our plan two stairs to reach to the level, up to the level of our home. And this line from the CAD, these lines from the CAD file that we have imported to our project template in order to help us to continue with this project as a guidelines. And also we have two stairs here. So how we can create these stairs? First of all, I would like to go to architecture and to stairs. And also you have two approaches here to create the stair. Maybe you can create it by sketch, and this is the logic here. You can sketch the boundaries and the risers of these stairs, and then try to finish this sketch in order to create the stair. And also you have the opportunity to create a run, and then you can maybe modify this run, and we will go with this approach. So I will select this run and try here for properties to determine from where to where the stair will be. So I will go here for the base level to outside, and for the top level to the ground floor, because the levels from outside, which is minus 30, to 0, which is the ground floor. So I will start to maybe draw this stair, and it will give us something like that. But if you see that our stair have a custom shape, so simply we can click on the stair, and here above you can convert to sketch. So this is my preferred approach in making the stairs that have not more than 3 or 4 stairs. So you will get this message. It's converting an automatic landing. Yes, you will close this, and then you will go and edit this sketch, and simply you can edit this sketch. If you see that we have now here the boundary, so I will try to drag this to this limit. And for this one you can even use the align tool to align this one to this one, but also you can delete it and try to draw your boundaries like that. And also for the riser, we have vertical risers, so you can go to risers and then try to select these. Maybe the boundary is not here, it will be from here to here, because this line is the cantilever, but we didn't do it. Okay, now you can trim and extend. I will use this trim and extend to corner to close the riser and the boundaries together like that. And now we have the sketch ready for our stair or first stair here. You can simply click OK and see the result. Maybe in the 3D we can see it. Yes, we have one stair, but the other stair will be the landing in this case. So I will now finish this one and see how to do the landing. You will get this annoying railing. You can simply delete them if you don't want them, and then you can go. Now also I will go to select my stair. I will edit my stair here, and for here you can see the landing here. So I will sketch my landing such as like that, because I have a landing here. So once you sketch the landing, you can see that your landing will be automatically created like that. Once you hit finish, you will get this result, and this is my approach in creating stairs. If you go and create a section, you will get a good idea, a good result for the stairs. Let's create the other stair in the other side of our home here. With the same approach, you can go. Maybe you can also select this stair and create similar here without any further addition to go to the order or the options and go that. So I will use the same approach. So I will go to run and then try to draw any stair with any type. Maybe you have the opportunity here. There is no need to maybe modify the sketch because it is rectangular. So I will now also draw for the landing and sketch the landing. Maybe you can use the rectangular tool here to draw from here to here. You can see now that we have this one. If I click OK, I will get this result. So now we have done with our, maybe we have something wrong here. I will check now. You can see now that if I click now to this, I will remove this annoying. You can see that the base level is ground floor. No, it is outside, and the our top level is ground. So we will adjust that. Sometimes you can't adjust like that because you will have some constraints, so you will repeat, and from the beginning you will check your properties here, the base level and the top level. So now we have done with our stairs. Let's try to make some topography now around this house. So how we can do that? I will go to site. You have now the opportunity to go to massing and site and topo surface. By going to the topo surface, it asks us to place points here with elevations in the green tab. Here you can see. So we are working in centimeter, I think. Maybe yes. Let's check that. UN. You can press UN and check for the length is centimeter, distance meter. So I will turn to meter, maybe to be not confused about that. I'm usually working in meter. It's above to you. Yes, going to top surface again, and then I will try to put some points. If you remember, we are in 0.3 around this side, so maybe we can go with 0.3 all around that. Let's put some points here. Maybe you can move this in order to create some large site. Also I will go with 0.3 here, maybe, and then I will go with, let's say, 1, like that. Maybe we can go with -5. Sorry for these two, I will use -1. Yes, it will not appear because maybe we have some properties here in the view template. Anyway, you can see in the 3D that we have this site. Maybe you can now play with this site in order to have what you want. So I will click OK and see what we have. Maybe I think the problem is with the section box, because we have hidden it. Maybe like that. You can even unhide this element and then see what is the result. You can now uncheck the section box in the properties to get that you have a topography here in your site. So maybe you can play now, edit this surface. Maybe let's say that we have, I don't know why it is not appear here. Let's check the view template. We have none here. Let's say that we will go to that. Yes, I think with the visual visibility and the graphics, we can now play with that to show the topography. Let's say to model category and go all the way below. You can see that the topography is not appeared. You will check this and now you will have this result that will appear you, show you the topography in your project. Let's make some modification. I think it's very deep here. Maybe we can make something like that. Let's give +1 here to give some depth, for example like that. I think we have one here, so you can play with that. Anyway, you can play with your topography. I think we can play like that and like that. Okay, let's say that this is good for us. Some slope. And if you don't remember about if you want to change the properties of this topography, you can do that by click here and go to the material, change the material to whatever you want. Maybe we can change it to some green here in order to have the same properties of what we have in the previous video. We can now give, for example, give earth for this topography, and for the graphics you can use maybe some green like that. Okay, you will get this green color. Maybe you can go to realistic and show that in a good mood. Now we will learn how to create the building pad or some streets if you have in your project. So I will go now to the ground floor or the site, sorry, and now you can go maybe and create the let's say the floor around this house. So I will go to the outside. Maybe you can now go to architecture, floor, and try to maybe making some offsets here like that. Anyway, maybe we can put some cars in front of that. And also I will go in the same one and create some road here, maybe like that, and go with this semicircle, or let's make copy for these with a certain distance here. Maybe the distance you can play with that. I think you will work on the site plan in this case. Maybe make some turning here. Yes, like that. I can choose that and go all the way like that. Anyway, you can close it here and then try to trim and extend these floors. It is just for showing you. So as you see here, I have these. So how we can adjust this topography in order to be with these roads? Maybe also you can play with the slope of this road, and I will show you how. Maybe if you want to make some modification of that, you will go to modify sub elements, you will select the floor and then modify that. So I will go to these points. For example, maybe we can put -1, no problem for this message, and also -1 here. I think we make some slope for this roads. Okay, this is the first point that I want to show you, but in this tutorial I will go back with the flat road, and I will show you how you can adjust the topography to your road, and then you will get the point. So I will click Ctrl Z to go with the flat, maybe something like that. I don't know what is here happening. Okay, let's click finish and see what's happening. Yes, I will click OK and then try to make this 0. Okay, and for the other one I think we have to zoom here, click on that and give it 0. Yes, we get this flat road. So now what is the procedure to adjust our topography to these roads or floors that we have? We didn't make a bed here because we don't have maybe some basement or something like that. Maybe in next videos we can show, and I showed you that in previous video, which is the Topo Surface tool. You can check it out in our channel. Now let's see how we can adjust this topography. I will click now to the maybe the topography that we have created. I think we go back a lot, so we will go to massing and site also, and sorry, I will go to massing and site and split this surface. Then I will go to maybe from the site. Okay, you can now, I will repeat the process maybe a lot faster. Okay, now we split it the surface. So I will choose now the surface that we have created or split it. Yes, this one, yeah. And then I will go to edit surface. Now if you know that our floor is maybe the thickness is 20 centimeters, so I will go now to maybe from the side you can choose all the points, yes, and then I will go with the elevation, but here we have selected something like that. I will go to filter and uncheck the array. This is the array of the table, if you remember, and then for the elevation I will go with minus 0.5. Why minus 0.5? Because I have I want the surface to be a little bit below the let's say the ground. So now we have adjusted the first one, which is the splitted. Maybe you can also remove it, but in order to appear in the section you have to leave it. So I will finish now, and for the other one also we have to select edit surface and then go to the site. Let's also choose all of these. Maybe some of them will be chosen that we don't want them to be chosen, so there is no problem. You can go to filter and then check none, and you have to check the boundary points only, not the interior points. You can click OK, but also we have this one not works in sometimes, so you have to to make sure that you have selected just the boundaries like that, which is the boundaries point between the surface and the road. So I will go one more time to the side and then try to select that. Also the array will be selected, uncheck that, and also maybe click OK. We have these points. Also I will give the elevation minus 0.5. Let's see in that 3D what we have. Yes, we have adjusted our topography to the road that we have created, and also the points will be below the floors because we have give the elevation of 0.5, which is the 0.3 from the ground because it is the project base point, and also the 20, which is the thickness of the floor. So this is the way how you can adjust your topography with your floors and external floors as we have in this example. Once you finish, you can finish this one, and also let's try quickly to represent that by choosing the section box, and it is not appeared. Yes, it is appeared now. So we can represent that as I showed you in previous videos, like that maybe, and also here like that, and also from here you can also drag this to this point. Maybe we have to adjust the topography a little bit here to have some extension here, or you can from here came all over the way to have this representation. And also from the front you can also play with that to have this representation of the side. Just simply now right click and hide element in view, and you will get this representation of the topography and our small house. You can even now add side components from massing and site, such as plants. If I go to site and go to site components, you can add some let's say trees, or let's choose another type of a tree like that, smaller trees all over the side here. Maybe you can make some design in your site plan like that. Choose another type or family of site component. You can even add maybe some cars here. If you have car space to rotate it like that, and we can see that in the 3D. But also the other trees did not appear, I think because of the section box. I think we have to uncheck. Yes, we unchecked that. And yes, we will try now to repeat the process to represent our topography as we want, like that. You have not to uncheck that, you have just to unhide it and play with that, because as you see our trees maybe was longer than the section box, so you have to make the arrows a little bit like that, and then you can now unhide that. I think everything will be okay. So this is my approach in how you can adjust the topography. Now if you make any section, you can get the earth below the house. So this is too much for this tutorial. I think you have the sufficient information in order to get starting with Revit, how you can construct walls, how you can deal with furniture, how you can deal with topography and roads, components, site components, and much more. This is how the basics you can get started for this small house. In next videos we will go more in details in dimension and also stairs and other components, columns, and how we can construct, let's say, the shop drawings or something like that. So if you are interested in these videos, like, share and subscribe this channel for more tutorials. Have a nice day.